Hey guys, Jonathan for Just by Tech, and today I'm going back to my roots. Just kind of testing out, trying to get back into utilizing mobile phones. I kind of drifted away from that, and the whole point of this channel was to really maximize technology that the average Joe could afford. I guess striving to become a bigger channel, but always remembering the roots of why I started this channel was to actually just tap into the fact that I love tech. I don't have a high budget for tech, even though I would love to spend thousands of dollars on tech. But the whole point of this channel was really for the average person, the average consumer, to be able to create stuff that we like. I mean, to get very creative, but on a budget until we get to that point. Or if we never get to that point, at least be able to create something that we're proud of. And that's what this channel's always been about. It's just kind of, I got caught up in gear hype, getting all the gear that I could. And that's one thing I'm trying to get back to basics. Because on the channel, you've probably noticed, you've seen reviews, you've seen unboxings, but why should you watch this channel? Well, the whole point was to kind of give you alternatives, budget alternatives to what you've seen other creators bring out. So, that being said, let's get to the video.
You were all alone, but it's all just a waste of time. Are your thoughts on me like my thoughts are on you? I wanna be the one that you choose. Tell me, is this the real life that comes after tonight? I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. Tell me, is this the real life with no place for you and I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. Tell me, is this the real life that comes after tonight? I cannot let
So the whole point of this channel was really to get tech that's affordable. This video is actually for the camera people or the techies that have got a DSLR or a mirrorless camera and want to add stabilized video. So I went ahead and picked up a gimbal that most people would say may be outdated at this point. But I think for the price, for the abilities, this is a great stabilizer for anybody who's just getting into videography. So that's why I picked up the Zhiyun Crane V2.
waste no time. I don't wanna waste no time. No, I don't wanna waste no time.
This is actually a great stabilizer that allows you to create great videos. Now you don't have to have a super fancy DSLR. You could start with a Canon T4i. You definitely want to make sure that there's a decent autofocus with the camera, but you don't have to have the greatest. Casey Neistat has always said that the best camera is the one that you have. So you've got this Zhiyun Crane, or Zhiyun, I think is the correct pronunciation. Zhiyun Crane V2, which is the second version, not to be confused with the Zhiyun Crane 2. I know it's confusing, but it's a nice, stable gimbal that allows you to create video with the DSLR. Now, I've started out with gimbals with the Zhiyun Smooth Q, and I actually upgraded from the Zhiyun Smooth Q to the Zhiyun Smooth 4, which is pretty nice because it's very reminiscent of the Crane family, more the Crane 2. The reason why, because it has the follow focus. This does not have follow focus, but with the additional wire, you can do focus, out of focus, wide, and shallow angles, or a forward and backwards. So one of the key things that you'll notice is that it's got a nice, sturdy, stable build. It's all, I would say it's aluminum, it's definitely, you can feel it. By comparison to the Smooth 4, this thing is a beast. And if you've been working out in the yard at all, you definitely don't want to go filming with this. It's light by, I guess, by comparison to the previous gimbals, or if you've ever used a glide cam, this thing's pretty light, but it's still got a hefty weight to it. It's solid. So definitely, if you drop this, it's going to survive, but I wouldn't recommend dropping it for the fact that it is a solid piece of metal. Definitely there was not plastic used in the construction of this, but it's one of those things that, yeah, it's nice. You just got that polished feel of aluminum, which I'll leave details down below if it truly is aluminum, but nice and sturdy, and I'd like to keep it without scuffs. So that's one of the key things. Setting up the gimbal actually has not been too bad. I didn't have to YouTube or Google how to set it up. It pretty much was self-explanatory if you've ever watched a video. Now, another thing that I like about this is that there is the Zhiyun XY Play app, which is pretty nice if you have the mini USB to micro USB. You can actually control this gimbal via the handle control right here. It's one of those things that it's kind of like they have Bluetooth functionality, but if your camera doesn't really talk to it, then you can't really utilize it. But with that all being said, here's some sample footage of what I've actually created or captured with this crane. Now I want to give a shout out to Momentum Photography. Over there, he's actually shown a lot of tips and tricks on how to use the Crane V2, and I've utilized a lot of them, especially I think it was with the roll and just setting up your sensitivity on the gimbal itself, which has really helped me because I'm a novice when it comes to the DSLR photography. So it's one of those things that, you know, with the channel, I'm still learning, and I want to share this technology with you and tell you why something is worthwhile, why you should even waste your time with it. So why should you waste time with the Zhiyun Crane V2? Well, first off, this is a great stabilizer gimbal for a DSLR, especially if you're using a entry-level DSLR, as well as getting into the game. DSLR gimbals are not cheap. The Smooth 4, by comparison, was $115 brand new if you didn't get it on a Christmas deal. But the Zhiyun Crane V2 was $245, and I got it from BD Flash. BD Flash is the service center that deals with Zhiyun products, and they actually this is a refurbished unit. They originally came in the box, so for me it made sense because I could grab this for $245, free shipping. Now that's something really nice because not a lot of people that are just getting into photography or videography can actually invest a lot of money into it. This is kind of one of those things where you splurge, or if it's an income tax kind of thing, where you just save up for it. But it is a great tool to add to your bag. It's not a necessary tool if you're just tinkering around, but if you plan to take your videos to the next step, I would highly recommend getting a stabilizer gimbal because it allows you to create better video, smoother video, and smoother footage. So if I were to say you get into video and you really want to step it up, to the next level, whether it be for just schoolwork or you want to go professional or semi-professional, I would definitely invest in something like the Crane V2. So I'm going to bring out some more videos about stabilizers. I'm actually waiting for my S10 Plus to come in, and I want to do some videos pointing out the stabilization, because I've heard a lot of quotes stating that the stabilization is on par with the GoPro Hero. And if it's anything like the GoPro Hero 7 Black, definitely got something there with that camera. So I'm gonna compare that to maybe even the Crane V2 or the Smooth 4, as I still have my Note 9, so I'll put side-by-side comparison. How does the Crane, or how does the S10 Plus with their stabilization compare to a Note 9 on a stabilizer gimbal? If you guys like this video, go ahead, hit like. If you really like it, as always, smash that subscribe button. And let's get social. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you guys want to see more videos, or if there's something that you haven't seen on this channel that you really want, leave a comment down below. I definitely want to interact with you more, and I want to get more social. If there's anything in this video that you want to see, go ahead, hit the description down below, and you'll see all the items that were enclosed in this. And if you have any questions about the Crane 2, this tripod is a Kingjoy mini tripod, which was added to it just to add more stability, as this can be quite the beast to use without a tripod. So as always, I'm Jonathan Herr for Just My Tech, and I'll catch you in the next. Peace.
We're drifting away and talking is getting hard.